few months ago, a good friend of mine from Maine, US, sent me this rather wonderful book, Science of Breath by Yogi Ramacharaka, the Yogi Publication Society, published in 1904. What's wonderful about this book is the ideas, the methods, the techniques, the understanding of our breath is exactly the same as we publish and promote today. What they knew then is exactly the same as what we now know. There's probably a few things that we possibly know a little bit more than then, but to be honest, as you guys know, breathwork is thousands of years old. The understanding of the breathwork and the energetic relationship with the body is thousands of years old. It's only now us Western folk are beginning to understand it and accept it for what it is. Anyway, I must apologize to Philip, who sent me this book, because only recently have I started to read it properly. There's a few things going on in my life that are now beginning to flatten out, iron out, and make life a bit easier. My new routine, my new location. So I'm now in Bradford-on-Avon. And so it's slightly easier now to get back on track with this kind of stuff. What I want to bring you today is a little technique from the book. I may bring you two. So let me read this. The yogis have a favorite form of breathing which they practice when they feel the necessity of ventilating and cleansing the lungs. They conclude many of their breathing exercises with this breath, and we have followed this practice in this book. This cleansing breath ventilates and cleanses the lungs, stimulates the cells and gives a general tone to the respiratory organs, and is conducive to their general healthy condition. Besides this effect, it is found to greatly refresh the entire system. Speakers, singers, etc. will find this breath especially restful after having tired the respiratory organs. So the method is such: you inhale a complete breath, you retain the air a few seconds, then you pucker up the lips as if for a whistle, but do not swell out the cheeks. Then exhale a little air through the opening with considerable vigor. Then stop for a moment, retaining the air, and then exhale a little more air. Repeat until the air is completely exhaled. Remember that considerable vigor is to be used in exhaling the air through the opening in the lips. This breath will be found quite refreshing when one is tired and generally used up. A trial will convince the student of its merits. This exercise should be practiced until it can be performed naturally and easily, as it is used to finish up a number of other exercises given in this book, and it should be thoroughly understood. There. So let's thoroughly understand it. Inhale a complete breath. Retain the air a few seconds. Pucker up the lips, as if for a whistle, but do not swell out the cheeks. And then you are exhaling a little air through the opening, thus with considerable vigor. So let's do it properly. Are you ready? I'm going to do it. Why don't you do it with me? Inhale all the way. Complete breath. Hold for a few seconds. Exhale in bursts. Repeat until the air is completely exhaled. We've done that. Remembering the considerable vigor. Now, maybe I didn't give that considerable vigor enough. Let's do it again. Inhale all the way. There we are, getting funny looks from those around me. It's a good thing I don't care. So that is the cleansing breath. That is to be followed after other breath practices in this book. Right, here comes the fun bit. You're now on a tripod, much easier. The next one is the Yogi Nerve Vitalizing Breath. Let me read this to you. This is an exercise well known to the yogis who consider it one of the strongest nerve stimulants and invigorants known to man. Its purpose is to stimulate the nervous system, develop nerve force, energy, and vitality. This exercise brings a stimulating pressure to bear on important nerve centers, which in turn stimulate and energize the entire nervous system and send an increased flow of nerve force to all parts of the body. What I love about this is the statement made at the end. The efficiency of this exercise depends greatly upon the speed of the drawing back of the fists and the tension of the muscles, and of course, upon the full lungs. This exercise must be tried to be appreciated. It is without equal as a bracer, as our Western friends put it. It says here, what a brilliant. I'm gonna reintroduce that term bracer. Although I always thought of it as a swig of whiskey. Anyway, the whole idea of this is the following. Number one, you stand erect. Number two, you inhale a complete breath and retain the breath. So hold. You then extend the arms out straight in front of you, letting them be somewhat limp and relaxed, with only sufficient nerve force to hold them on, to hold them out. It's just enough nerve force there. Slowly draw the hands back toward the shoulders, gradually contracting the muscles and putting force into, I'll do it with this hand just whilst I read this, and putting force into them, so that when they reach the shoulders, the fists will be so tightly clenched that a tremulous motion is felt. Then, keeping the muscles tense, push the fists slowly out, and then draw them back rapidly, still tense, several times. I assume that. Let's see. Then it says, exhale vigorously through the mouth. So it must be keeping the muscles tense, push the fists slowly out, draw them back rapidly. So with both arms, must be that. Exhale vigorously through the mouth. So it must be, I'm guessing. Practice the cleansing breath afterwards. Right, you ready? Inhale, complete breath. Hold. I think that was right. And then you follow it up with a cleansing breath. Inhale all the way. Pucker your lips. That is it. Cleansing. Energy, cleansing at the end. Stand by for the next video. The next one will be the yogi vocal breath. So if you're an actor, a speaker, this one's for you. Bye for now.